I don't even know what the fuck is going on here. All right, so a guy from work has been in my stream, and I think his friends are posting shit. So on the time travel thing that I posted, somebody posted in 10 years there'd be time travel, whatever. So I need to explain how they're fucking wrong. And Kevin, this is for you. I'm just gonna let you know what this is the first part of that video you're commenting on. Hello everyone and welcome. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different than I normally do. Normally you guys see my gaming channel, my react videos and stuff like that.
I have echo.
Today's going to be something different. Today I'm going to ruin time travel for everybody. And I have a pretty simple way of explaining why I think time travel will never be real. And I'll give you proof why it can't be real. And I'll give you my thoughts on what I thought could be real, but I still don't like the idea. So let's get started with what I call the
Sharu, why aren't you in bed?
So in Back to the Future, they have their DeLorean, right? They hit 88 miles per hour. And when you hit that, then you go from whatever it is, 85 to 53 or whatever the fuck. I don't remember the dates. But you go through the thing, right? And what happens is, remember, he goes, and this is right in
God, I'm good looking, Sharu.
He goes, you know, from being on a road to being in the dirt because that road wasn't there in the 1950s, right? Or the parking lot from the supermarket.
Hold on.
Wasn't there in the 1950s. So when he comes through, he comes through at that exact spot, which is in the dirt, which would make sense if that thing wasn't there. Okay? So now, let me show you what's wrong with that. What if they cleared out a decent size hill where that parking lot was to make that mall? So now when you come through at whatever level from the center of the earth, if there was a hill here, you would start in the hill. You know what I'm saying? You would die. You would be in the hill. And the hill would either explode because you'd appear out of nowhere inside of it, and there'd be too much material in a small area. It would have to expand or whatever.
Congrats
either
to
that,
you,
or you would
Sharu.
just hit the hill and die. You understand? You don't.
I need to go get a drink just so I can sit here with Sharu. Fuck, Sharu, you're making it so hard. Oh shit! What the fuck just happened? I didn't want to do that. Hold on.
Nowhere inside of it, and there'd be too much material in a.
Okay, hold on. Yeah, we're right there. Shit. Why does it, every time I set my controller down?
Bro, because that road wasn't there in the 1950s, right?
I'm going to go get a drink, Sharu. Goddamn, you're giving me a headache. I love you, Sharu. Shit. All right. Let's get on with it, ladies. This is one of my favorite videos I've ever made. In case anybody wants to know, like, hey, son, what's one of the best videos you ever made? It's this video right here.
Or the parking lot from the supermarket. Wasn't there in the 1950s. So when he comes through at that exact spot, which is in the dirt, which would make sense if that thing wasn't there. Okay? So now, let me show you what's wrong with that. What if they cleared out a decent size hill where that parking lot was to make that mall? So now, when you come through at whatever level from the center of the earth, if there was a hill here, you would start in the hill. You know what I'm saying? You would die. You would be in the hill. And the hill would either explode because you'd appear out of nowhere inside of it, and there'd be too much material in a small area. It would have to expand or whatever. Either that, or you would just hit the hill and die. You understand? You don't know what's on the other side of time. And here's a really easy way to explain how this will never work. Let's say we got our Earth, right? As you know, the Earth spins around the sun. It spins on an axis, but it also wobbles, right? So as it wobbles, let's say Marty McFly was here. Oops, I got to get further to the front, right? When the Earth was here. Even if you came back at the same time the Earth was here, if the wobble was here, you would still be out in space. You wouldn't be in the same spot. Let alone the fact that the motherfucker is going around the Earth or the sun, you know, like it's going around the sun. If you say you went through time here and you come through like Back to the Future, but now the Earth is over here. Now you're just out in the middle of space. That's how exact positioning works. It can't.
Yeah, the time travel doesn't know that you're on Earth unless you have a target thing for it to go to, like a portal. And there's no way to make a portal to travel through time because people are like, oh, gravity warps time. That's great. If you go into a black hole, you die. That's just common sense. And if you go near it, it may warp time and make time less or more, but you're still in the same time. Unless you go through the black hole, then you're dead. So you could warp time, but you can't like predict and change where you want to go.
Account for the Earth being in a different position. That's impossible. It has to be like Back to the Future. You go through the time and you're at the next time in that exact same spot. But the Earth moves, so that does not work. It's impossible. The Back to the Future thing, absolutely impossible. Now, let's go to what I call the Star Trek effect. In Star Trek, in one of the movies, not a big fan, in like the 80s, they teleport in space and go back to get a whale. Because only the whale can talk to the alien. This is why I'm not a big Star Trek fan. So they go back to like 80-something to get a fucking whale in San Francisco. Once again, the problem with this is space moves continuously. There's meteorites, comets, everything moves, asteroids, universes, black holes, there's explosions. If you pick a time when you're just right there when Halley's Comet's coming through or there's a sun exploding or whatever, you're just dead. So why would you make time travel where it's a roll of the dice whether or not you're going to fucking make it out the other side or not? That is just stupid. This is why I know that time travel is not real. Plus, where are they? If they have time travel in the future, where the fuck are they? You would come back and stop like horrific events, or you would come back and make a bunch of money, or you would do something noticeable. There's nothing. There's never been any proof of anybody coming back and going, hey, Hitler, come over here for a second, and stopping them. You know what I mean? And that's the only thing you should be doing with that if you had it. But then there's also, like, they talk about the butterfly effect and stuff too, where like if you go back in the past and you step on a butterfly and that was the last thing your dad could have ate, you die in the future. None of that matters. It's just not possible to do this. It is absolutely impossible. There is only right now. There is no other time at all. And having said that, I do think
so about that butterfly effect thing, it's like, like you say like, oh, somebody went and killed the last butterfly that what your grandpa couldn't eat, do whatever. But once again, what about if your grandpa just found something else to eat? What about that? That makes no sense. That butterfly effect shit makes no fucking sense.
Teleportation will be possible just because we went from sending a telegraph signal to talking on the phone to sending fax machines to being video calls. Now we're at 3D printing. I do think teleportation will be possible at some point in time. And this is my only solution for time travel. Here it is. It's stupid, and I still don't completely believe it. So, like in teleportation, you would have to have like Jeff Goldblum in The Fly. You'd have to have two vessels, either connected by a frequency or by cables. You go into one, it breaks you down, sends you to the next one, it builds you back up. Boom. That's how teleportation works. That's how I think time travel would have to work. But listen to how stupid it is. So let's say right now we go build a time travel thing. It would have to be in a secure building somewhere, and it would have to have all the frequencies and everything and like a pod for you to teleport into using frequencies. You can't use cables because it's over time. So then you'd have to,
once again, 100% true.
Wait, like say 100 or 200 years in the future, you build another one. Now, if you could teleport from the frequency of the one you just built to the frequency of the other one through time, that is the only way it would be possible, because you're going from a set location to another set location. You're not hoping there's not a mountain or something in your fucking way. But the problem with that is I still don't believe that's real, because moving time in general does not seem real. And to get more sophisticated, they say time bends around black holes and stuff like that. And if you travel at the speed of light, time changes. Those things might be more possible, but time travel just in itself is impossible. I do agree with string theory and relativity and stuff, which explains time can bend. I do believe that might be possible, though I'm still not 100% sure. But this is my reasoning on why time travel is not possible. You have to have basic physical facts that have to be answered for anything to work, and they just don't in this thing. If you guys like this video, I'll do more of them. I'm going to destroy ghosts and other stuff for you guys too, and zombies and everything. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this, and if you do, let me know.
Want $1,000 weight loss?
Nope, get out of there. Okay, so listen to Jeremy, who commented in my YouTube videos today, like earlier today. It's tomorrow now because it's 1:52 and I drank a lot. But no, that's to explain to you how you think that in 10 years time travel would be possible or something. It is not. It will never happen. I'm still standing by it today. I will guarantee you that if you do not see remnants of somebody time traveling today, you will never see it ever. Think about it. How could there ever be time travel ever if there's no proof of anybody doing it today? There's no way that's possible. I love you guys. Good night.
Hello, everyone.